Hey guys, so welcome to December's mystery makeup look. So this is the look that I came out with today, and I know it looks kind of Christmassy, but I didn't do it on purpose, I swear. This is just what got chose for me, and what better way than to start out December with a fun and exciting makeup look like this. But I also have many more glamorous makeup looks coming to my channel this month every Saturday, so stay tuned to my channel if you are interested in watching those. But right now, if you guys are interested in knowing how I created this look and like the thoughts and stuff that I had when developing this look from the selected colours and then getting down to this final idea, then keep on watching the video and I'll show you guys the process of this.
So this month we're starting out with the brows because last month I said I should have started out with the brows, so this month I decided I would start with them. So I got chosen a 2-colour ombre, and the colours I got chose were brown and red. So that's what happened. So I actually used a lipstick for the start of my brows, and I just took that on a flat shader brush and I started putting it through the brows as if it was a brow pomade. You know, you've seen people fill in their brows with this technique, obviously not red before, and this was quite a bright red, but I did go over it with an eyeshadow later on, so I really wanted it to be quite opaque, so I did like go back and forwards, just trying to get between all the hairs of my brows and just filling that in really nicely. And then for the brown, I did actually use a brow pomade. This one is from Morphe, and I took a different angled flat brush and just took that on the tail of my brow and just kind of faded it in towards the red at the kind of middle where they met in my brow. And I tried to make that out a bit quite thin. You don't want to make them too thick when you're doing colourful brows because they can just look way too intense really quickly. Then for the red eyeshadow, this orange is like the closest I have, but I just press that over obviously to set the lipstick in place. It was a matte lipstick, not liquid lipstick, just a lipstick, but I still felt like it needed to be dried down a bit, and obviously then I took a brown eyeshadow over the brown bit of the brows too. Then I took a small Q-tip and just cleaned that up a bit underneath there, just to make sure I had a nice cut line. And then I went on to choose eyeshadow style, and I got chose creative, which I was super excited about. So I chose 3 colours for this, and I got red. Red seems to always come up. Brown, which obviously frequently comes up too, and blue as well. So here I'm just cleaning up underneath my brow because I knew what kind of look I wanted to go for at this point, and I just knew that I wanted this bit to be very sharp and precise. So I did that with concealer and set that down with a skin tone powder, and I headed over to Instagram quickly to look for some inspiration, and a girl called Becca Boo 318, her Instagram name is, and I always get inspiration from her. Her looks are amazing. If you haven't checked her out, then you should check her out. This is the picture that I use for inspiration for this look, as you can probably already tell. So this is where the shape and everything came from. So I knew that I was using bright colours, so I put down a white base on my eyelid so that those bright colours would pop a lot. So I just pressed that all over my lid, didn't bother setting it down or anything, because right now I'm going back in with that red lipstick again and a fine liner brush and just cutting out the crease, simply just cutting out the crease. And yeah, I'm using a lipstick for that because you can use absolutely anything. Just experiment with your products and make the most of them. Obviously, lip products don't just have to be used on the lips. So I cut that out nicely, and it wasn't exact at that moment. Then I went in with this kind of smudger brush and just started blending it out into the, not the crease because we're above the crease already, but I just started blending it out so that the top of it wasn't harsh as well. We just want that bit that's cutting the crease to be sharp and precise. So that actually blended really nicely to say that I used a lipstick. So then I just took a Q-tip covered in a makeup wipe to clean underneath that line a little bit more, and then I touched it up a bit as well. Then I went in with the red orange eyeshadow and a tiny little blender brush to set that down. Obviously, because it is a lipstick, you do have to set it down, else it will just smudge everywhere. but setting it down with a powder works very well. And then I went in with this blue eyeshadow and I put some eye drops in it to make it kind of liquidy. Sorry that this bit is out of focus, that's really annoying, most of it was, but I tried to keep it nice and condensed and just cut the blurry bits out. So I went in with another fine eyeliner brush to cut that out as well, but leaving like a bit of negative space between this and the cut crease. So it's just like almost a massive winged liner whacked onto your lid, and then I obviously filled in that space with the blue as well, so it just kind of looked like a block colour for a short while until I went in and touched it up a bit. So then I went in with a lighter blue eyeshadow and I pressed that onto the centre just to add some dimension, because obviously it was just looking like a big block colour and I didn't want it to look like that. So when this dries, when like the eye drops have dried down, the colour will go a bit lighter and you'll notice it all looks nice and smooth. Then I took a liquid lip and a red one and a nude one, and I mixed them together, obviously using the red on its own and then mixing the nude to make a bit of a lighter red. I said not to use this near your eyes in one of my previous videos in November, but here I am again, taking the risk and just using this on my eyes to create loads of little dots. So you want to make the big dots right at the sharp edge of that line, and then as you move upwards you want to make them a little bit smaller. And then obviously mixing the colours, I created this lighter red and added more dots. You just want to keep looking back at it from a distance and seeing how it looks, and then coming close up, obviously adding more dots, looking from a distance, just so you can see how it looks from another person's view, not just like right up here in the camera. So that's that bit of the eye done. Then I went in and did the rest of my face, and I put some glitter, just a regular blue glitter liner, on the inner portion of the blue bit. Then for the brown, I didn't really know what to do with it, so I just smudged a bit under the lower lash line, obviously to add a bit of depth in there. It wasn't a bad thing at all. And then I cleaned that little negative space up a bit with some concealer, and I added a brown pencil to my waterline as I always do, and then yeah, highlighted my inner corner with this pearly white colour. I thought it tied the red and the blue in very nicely, and it was a little bit Christmassy for December obviously. So just packing that on the inner corner, then curling my lashes and applying some mascara. I did apply top and bottom mascara and I applied half lashes to the outer half of my eyelashes on the top. I think this would actually look really cool with some lower lashes as well. For the lips, I chose a pink, and I went with a pale pink because this just really complemented the eyes. And I chose gloss, but I went with this Jouer liquid lip, and this is in the colour Melon. It was one of the minis from their holiday collection. I think that was a really good collection because you get to try out loads of colours and you wouldn't waste loads of money on buying the full-size products, which you're probably never going to use the whole thing anyway. And yeah, I just used that as a liquid lipstick and applied this Gerard Angel Cake cream lip thing on the middle and blended that out with my finger.
The finished look, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that it was kind of fun for you to watch me create this. So if it was, then stay tuned for next month's mystery makeup, and stay tuned for all those glamorous looks that I will be posting throughout December every Saturday. If you want, you can subscribe to my channel using the red button down below, because that will make it a whole lot easier for you to keep track of the videos I'm posting. And if this video was fun for you, then please give it a thumbs up, I would really appreciate that. And thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video.